When I moved back in with my dad after my rape, I had my temps. They didn't teach me how to drive. They wouldn't. They wouldn't put me in a vehicle and teach me how to drive. That's not the worst thing. I was suicidal. Very. Was my whole life. My parents knew. Everyone of them knew. And my stepmom told me that if I wanted to do it, go out to the garage, get one of the power tools, and do it right. Excuse you? And my dad didn't stop her. Yeah. But they were great parents. They were wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. My sister and I are 6 months apart. We went to the same school, same grade. And my stepmom would take her to school. I either walked or found a ride. I barely ever rode with them. The way home, her dad came and got us, if I didn't get a ride. And days I worked, if I didn't find a ride, I had to walk. In all the weather, all of it. When I tell you, my parents treated me like I was not good enough in every aspect. He made me go to school with a piece of paper for my grades and have my teacher sign it every day to embarrass me, so nobody would not only want to talk to me, but date me. So nobody knew the abuse that he was putting me through at home. That's how controlling he was and how narcissistic he was. When I say abuse, I mean abuse. The controlling was never that. When it comes to that, I changed my kids' life on that. I didn't abuse my kids. They did see me not love my husband. I ain't gonna lie. They did see me get in physical altercations with my boyfriends. Well, hear it. Let me specify. Hear it. They didn't see it. But I never, ever abused my kids. I never limited my kids. I never tried putting them in boxes and telling them they were never going to be good enough and they were trash and they're never going to amount to nothing and they're going to go through life and just waste it. They're a waste of air. I never told my kids that. Even though I was raised with those statements. I never made sure that I didn't lose my temper. I did not. I did lose my temper often, here and there. I also didn't know how to control it. And I also didn't know it was a problem. I thought that was normal because every house that I was ever in, there was rage at certain points. My ex's parents, everybody got mad and lost their temper. But I do know that my rage was not the amount of rage my parents had toward me, thank God. My kids may have seen me mad and upset, but my kids never seen me mistreat them, abuse them on purpose in any way. I didn't break my kids down. I didn't make them sleep in a closet and make them claustrophobic. I didn't make them scared of somebody breaking their apartment. I didn't make them scared of somebody coming and abusing them. I didn't make them scared that I was going to die in the middle of the night from alcohol. My standard for what I was as a parent should have been higher. I'll agree with that. But my standard for what my parents were compared to what I was, yeah, I did a damn good job. And no, I will not say that again. I did a damn good job. Because, see, they raised me the way they were raised. And I raised my kids the way I wanted to be raised. See, I broke that. I broke that bondage. I broke those chains. I protected my kids. I didn't abuse my kids. My biggest fear in life is to be loved back. And the reason I say it is because I'll love everybody. I'm good with that. But my biggest fear is to be loved back. Because I'm going to be so hard to help understand that they actually love me without pain. Like, it's going to take a really, really strong man and a patient man to love me back. And me not push him away. Because at first I'm going to. And I know that. And so when men start getting too close, I push them away. I'll actually run game on them rather than they run game if you want truth. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I know how to scare a man, and I know how to do it right, and I will. The reason I do it is protection for them. Because I can love you and get hurt. I can get hurt by my own love for somebody else. But I refuse to cause you pain because you love me back. I know that's weird. A lot of people are like, oh, well, wouldn't you want to be... No. Because I don't want to cause somebody pain. Like, I'm not damaged like I was, by far. But I am a person who has been through it, and I'm going to be a tough person to show love to. I'm going to be a tough person to show that love is possible for them. Patience is going to be the least of their concern with me. Like, and a lot of men don't have that. They don't have that drive because they can go out here and find another girl and hurt me. And that's cool, do you? I have no problem with that. Just leave me alone then. Like, that's the problem, is a lot of women who are been hurt or traumatized really, really bad, we need more than what the world right now is offering. The world offers so much patience, so much love, so much affection. But with it being so easy to replace us, why are you staying? Why do you want to be with me? Why stay? You can find somebody else. Easy. You can even find your type, because I'm not your type. Most time, the guys who try to find me right now, I'm not your type. I do not put up with some of your bullshit. And I can look at you and tell you that. I've never been saved, so it's hard for me to trust a man to save me. It's hard for me to ask a man to save me. And it's really, really hard for me to think if I do, they'll come through. Because most of the time they don't. That's why I don't ask. And when I do ask, most of the time they let me down. So then I just run the opposite direction. And I will cause you to dislike me in so many ways. Because I'll act like that person that I'm not no more. Like, I will push you away to the point you won't even want to talk to me in public. And I'm good at it. I've always been able to push people away. Pushing away people is easy. Keeping them was easy for people who I wanted to be kept. But the people who won't be kept by me were the ones using me. Because the ones who actually loved me, they were hard to keep by me. I didn't believe them. The ones who didn't show me pain, I didn't believe they loved me. I ain't gonna lie. If it didn't come with pain, I didn't believe you loved me. And I'm sorry for that, for anybody I hurt. But knowing that love is not supposed to hurt. Unless, it's supposed to forgiving. You're supposed to have trials and errors. You're supposed to have fucking shit happen, okay? But it's not supposed to feel like what I've been through. Like, I walk into a house, let's go back 2 years. I walk into a house to, you're nothing but a whore, you need to fucking leave, you need to die. Okay, screamed at me by a man in full rage every day. or I'm fucking leaving, I hate you, you ain't nothing but a fucking piece of shit, is what I am used to from a man. So if I get a man who treats me right, you better be strong enough. Because what I think love is exactly that. Is you yelling at me, telling me how shitty I am. Is all I know. I know the way I love is not that way. But I've never had it returned. The love I give, I've never had returned. And I've even had friends, oh, you're too skinny, you need to gain weight. Oh, you do this, you need to do this. That is abuse too. Skinny shaming is a real thing. Yes. And those are the friends I kept. So, knowing that, I am scared to actually be around somebody who treats me like I should have been treated my whole life. That I wasn't. So I'm scared to be loved. So I do not mess with men that can actually love me. Right. Because they scare me. They scare the shit out of me. Because I don't want to hurt them. That part.